How's it going, guys? And welcome to Week 1 Wednesday, or as we like to call it,
Whoa!
That was a good one. And today we are going to be looking at some of the best EDC knives in that $75 and below price range. Why are we doing that? Why are we looking at knives like that?
You know, it's all because of the people.
That's right. This show is for you guys, by you guys, and it is brought to you by We Knives. If you guys haven't checked out We Knives, make sure to check them out. They make some awesome stuff. We got a couple on the table we'll be looking at. And if you don't know why that's important, why We Knives is important, hold on to the end. Promise you, you won't be disappointed. So, as always, before we jump into our knives under $75, around $75, we're gonna look at some new arrivals. Some stuff with that wow factor, as we like to call it.
Let's do it.
So what did you pick for us to look at today?
Guys, you know I had to do it. No, I had to do it.
Had to do it to him.
I picked that Guardian Tactical Recon 035. This one is a little special, but there's one part that I'm sad about. So, same action, same great action. We got the red color. Yeah. That's cool.
Couple colors
they've
now.
Got,
couple different colors now.
Blue and red and some others.
I can't remember, but yeah, some other colors. Check it out.
Anyway, I really dig the red. Red's my favorite color. And it's LMAX steel. What?
Which is actually really exciting.
Dude, that's so freaking cool.
Yeah. No, but what are you bummed about?
I'm bummed that it's a dagger blade. Guys, don't hate me.
See, I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with you on that one.
Don't tear me up. More than anything, it's a fear of me going like this.
But that button's got such good jimping on it.
Yeah, it's got good one, but like sometimes I just choke up on a knife, you know?
You're scaring me right now with putting your...
Dude, all
right, let's jump to the next.
I need a Band-Aid just thinking about it.
Let's jump to the next one before Kurt cuts himself on live stream. We have got next up on the list, we've got the Leatherman Free P2. Now, if you guys have or haven't seen, we actually did a video with this featuring this new Leatherman series that just came out. There's the P2 and the P4. We've got a couple in stock. If you watch that video, you'll know we got out of stock really fast, but we've stocked up to the gills, so hopefully it'll last for a minute.
Ninja fast.
If you haven't seen the video, make sure to check it out. We worked with Stock and Barrel here on YouTube with just Parker.
Yeah, Parker.
And with Mike over at Last Line of Defense, both awesome guys. Make sure to check them out. They make great content. So anyways, the Leatherman Free series, it's a new thing from Leatherman. It's a one-handed opening style Leatherman. So you can open the pliers all the way one-handed. You can close them one-handed. I won't do that right now. And then all the tools on the outside are also one-hand accessible.
That's so handy.
It's so handy. So if you want to learn more about the Leatherman Free series, please check out that video. Super, super sweet stuff. This is something that I'm actually legitimately really excited about right now. So Leatherman Free series. Okay, what's up next? Oh, and that free series starts at about 120. Right around 120.
Ooh, the Guardian Tactical is around 280.
280. Sweet OTF with LMAX. Not bad.
LMAX.
Not bad at all.
All right, guys, up next, we have got this giant mouse Iona. Guys, this thing's pretty darn cool. If you don't have one or have put your hands on one, you're going to want to do that because it's awesome. Let me tell you why. You got your FRN handle. You got VG10 blade.
Oh, M390, bro.
M390?
So the reason that Kurt probably thought VG10 is this is a sub $100 knife. So you get M390, two-way reversible pocket clip, wire pocket clip. And, you know, it's made by, half made by my man crush.
Your man crush.
Yeah, Jesper Voxnes. And then also, of course, the amazing Jan Zonso, and this is actually his pattern here on the scale.
You know what, I'm not a big fan of the pattern.
Really?
But it's
like
cool.
It feels good in hand.
Yeah, it's not bad in hand, but my eyes are always like, what's going on here? It's trippy. Anyway, this is a great knife. It's going for, let's see here, I've got the price right here, $99.
Yeah, just under $100.
This is a sweet one, guys. You really want to check this one out.
All right, so next up on the table, we have the We Knife Synchro. This is a new one from We. This is, let me make sure, S35? S35 VN blade. We does a lot with M390 as well, which is also awesome, but S35 VN blade. This is a fully milled handle. And then fully milled pocket clip with a frame lock with a lock bar insert.
Right.
There it is. I got it. This is what happens when you do it live, you know? Sometimes you stumble. Super sweet addition from We. This thing goes for about $295. And, you know, as always, we can't say enough nice things about We. They just always centered, always smooth. If you don't own a We knife, if it's not this one, look on the website, find one you dig. because it's worth it. They're really sweet. Do it again.
Oh.
They're really great. All right. So the last one in the new arrivals, before we jump into that, just a little reminder, make sure to be putting in the comments what knives you guys want us to look at, whether it's awesome knives around or under $75, or whether it's like new stuff that you want to see as well. We'll be checking it out throughout the show. So the last thing in new arrivals is not quite here yet, but you can sign up on the wish list to get one. This is called the Half Dome from, let me make sure I've got the name correct, Summit Knives. These are like brand new. We don't even have all of them yet. So this is the Half Dome from Summit Knives. It's got an M390 blade. It's made by Fox. It's got 2 micarta variants and a titanium variant. You got that nice 2-way reversible pocket clip. And this version here starts at $175. The other versions, I think the titanium version's like right around 200 something. Right. Check the website for current pricing. But anyways, you can get on the wish list for these things. Brand new knife, brand new makers, and I like it. I've been digging it. I know visually you're not super into it.
I think I just need some time to get used to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it.
And posted it.
And I'm assuming, again, this is brand new, so I'm gonna make a guess here. I'm pretty sure that this the blade shape has to do with Half Dome, the mountain. It's because it's named after Half Dome.
Is it mountain or is it mountain?
Well, you're from Utah, so how do you say it?
Mountain.
Mountain. Yeah, it's mountain. No, I don't know.
It's the mountain.
All right, so there's some awesome new arrivals for you guys to check out. And like I said, with that Half Dome, they're gonna be available very soon. So get on those wish lists so you know when they drop. If you're just joining us, welcome to Week 1 Wednesday. And today we are going to be looking at knives around that $75 mark, some of the best EDC knives in that price range. If you are just joining us, make sure to put in the comments what knives you think should be on the list, and we'll pull a couple of them. Or if you just want to see something new, exciting, something old and exciting, let us know, and we'll pull a couple of those as well. Let's jump into the first one. What do we got?
I'm ready.
What do we got, man?
Guys, we have right here a Spyderco Polestar.
Polestar.
This thing is actually kind of cool. And I feel like not very many people maybe know about it.
It's a bit of a sleeper. And I think the reason is that it gets overshadowed by the Tenacious, which is an amazing knife, right? And the Delica, which is an amazing knife.
Right.
But the Polestar, it's right there with them.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Totally. G10 scales, 4-way reversible pocket clip, and literally, I mean, me personally, I think it's literally feels like a Tenacious.
Yeah, and it's a little bit bigger, and I think it's just a hair smoother. It feels a hair smoother. It may not be riding on anything different. It just feels that way to me.
Should we see if I can Spidey flick it?
Boom.
Yes.
So the Polestar, and what does that go for?
$67 on the website.
$67 on the website. As we go through, speaking of the Tenacious, as we go through some of these knives, you guys might notice some of your perennial favorites are not here. That's intentional because we have an awesome knife guide for knives around the $50 mark. We've got an awesome guide for knives around the $100 mark. So make sure to check out those 2 videos. There's a lot of the ones you see a lot of. So we try to pick a couple that maybe you hadn't thought of before. So, keep it fresh. Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
So next up, not keeping it fresh so much, but you can't talk about these knives without talking about it, is the Spyderco Delica. So, the classic knife that you've come to know and love, 4-way reversible pocket clip, really strong back lock, VG10 blade, FRN handles, and it also is, this is probably one of Ben's all-time favorite knives. So of course we had to pick it in the glorious Ben Blue knife.
Right.
The Delica from Spyderco.
That is one knife I actually really love, but I don't own one yet.
See, I love it, but I'm not a fan of the back lock. And it works great and everything. Just for me, I like one-handed knives. Yeah. And so not a big fan of the back lock because it's two-handed.
Maybe they should make it in compression.
Let's just say that Spyderco might have a couple announcements. I don't think it has anything to do specifically with the Delica, but if you're into that size knife, into compression locks, there might be something coming up.
I hope my Spyderco people are out there listening.
That would be great. And that Delica goes for about 78. I know it's just over 75. It's gonna be okay. 78 bucks. Kurt's judging me. He's secretly judging me.
I can't believe it.
So the next one on the table is from Boker. Now again, like I said, we're not gonna be looking at the Boker Kalashnikov, perennial favorite. We've done a lot of videos on him. We actually have a video specifically about the Kalashnikov. You should check it out. There's some great stories in there.
Such a good knife.
Such a good knife. For the price, it's hard to beat that auto, right?
Love it.
But as a result, I feel like the big brother kind of gets looked over. the Boker Strike. I feel like it gets looked over sometimes. So this is the Boker Strike. You got an Oz 8 blade, aluminum handle with the lock, obviously that awesome Kalashnikov firing. And then on the back side, you've got the two-way reversible deep carry pocket clip. Now, we were talking earlier about this knife, and it's kind of like the Kalashnikov is like the little brother in high school, and the Strike is like the older brother that's in college and maybe lifts a little bit of weights, right? This is like a yoked up Kalashnikov. Yeah. So if you want you want that wonderful Kalashnikov experience, but you need something that's a little more heavy duty, boom, Boker Strike's your guy.
It's a great knife.
It is, and you know, at $40,
right?
At $40, you can't beat it.
And it fires just as the same and just as hard as a
Kalashnikov,
right?
Exactly. Okay, what else we got?
Oh man, we have got this Boker. Hang on, should we see if I can open it? Okay, let's get the name out of the way. This is the Boker Kensei.
Kensei? Let us know how to pronounce that.
Kensei? Maybe I'm totally screwing it up.
It's the first name of a Japanese maker who, obviously, this is his design.
Right. So this one's kind of interesting. It has a back flipper, like a normal flipper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that flip's really great.
And then it has a front flip.
And he nailed it. Guys, I'm not front flipper impaired like Ben is, but Kurt got a little practice on this thing. I can't get it. I'll get it, though. I will. I'll put it at the desk. I'll get it.
This one's tricky, and I think I figured it out because when you go to front flip, that catches your finger.
So you have to be down enough.
You got to drop your finger back to throw it down. Anyway, G10 scales. I'm pretty sure this has a more premium steel.
This is a VG10 steel, and I think this one actually has micarta scales.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the micarta because you can get it in micarta, you can get it in G10, and you can get it in Cocobolo. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, check the website, but I'm pretty sure you can dress it up any way you want. It makes a awesome gentleman's folder.
I think this leather braid, it's like a single strap leather braid, is really cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch.
I've never seen that before.
Nice little touch.
It's cool.
And I think it would make a great slicer. I haven't sliced anything with it, but it appears as though it would make a really great slicer.
Miscellaneous meats and cheeses.
Anybody, just love them.
Absolutely. No, it's good. And that'd be a good gentleman knife. Put it in your suit, put it in your pocket, put it in whatever you want.
Great EDC all the way around. Kurt said earlier, yeah, you can even put it in your tactical bag. Maybe not so great for that. But for EDC applications, great. And probably, like I said, probably an awesome slicer.
Hey, you never know when you have meat and cheese.
It's true.
After
range day.
After range day.
It's not a lie. What does that go for?
Let's see. We got that one right here for $65.
$65. So right in that sweet little $75 range.
Right.
Love it. All right. Next up, we have the Kershaw Bare Knuckle. Now the Bare Knuckle is based on the 077 ZT 077. Sure, we'll say it that way.
777.
And, great design from Kershaw. It really pays homage to the ZT neck that's based off of. It's got that smaller deep carry pocket clip, which is great. It's got the frame lock there. I don't know what else to say. We've had a lot of people want to see this knife, and so we made sure that it was included in this. It goes for $59.99 and makes a great EDC. We've heard a lot of you guys sound off wanting to see it, and we've heard of a lot of you guys carrying it and really loving it.
Honestly, it's cool, and I'm a big fan of the smaller deep carry pocket clip.
Yeah, I really like the smaller deep carry pocket clip. So Kershaw really knocking it out of the park with the Bare Knuckle, and I think it would make just a great user all the way around.
I agree.
All right.
Dude, you want to hear about another Kershaw that's pretty sweet?
Go ahead.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is the Kershaw Atmos. And this is G10 scales with the carbon fiber inlay.
Wait, that's G10?
I'm pretty sure this is G10.
What's the price on that? Isn't it only like $30?
It's $32.
$32?
$32. Not only that, but look at that deep carry pocket clip.
Gotta love it.
And it's more like a mid.
It's a mid, but at least it's deep carry.
Yeah. And this is a Sienkiewicz design.
I believe so.
Yeah. So this is for $32. Are you kidding me?
Dude, the action on that thing is sweet too.
Let's just one more time. Ready?
One more
Ready?
time.
Oh. $32. Are you kidding me?
I legitimately didn't know it was G10. That's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah, G10 carbon fiber. Sweet action, $32, guys. Deep carry pocket clip.
There you go.
If you don't own one, you need to.
Great one for the rotation. We had a couple call outs from you guys watching live right now. Drew Uplegger says that his favorite day of the month is WoW. I'd have to agree.
Yes,
It's
Drew.
It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Wednesday, my dudes.
And then Ethan Dargatz, he asked, "What's a good knife for a welder mechanic?" When we get to the pocket dump section, we'll talk a little bit about that. But for you guys watching live right now, sound off in the comments and let Ethan know what you would suggest for a good welder mechanic pocket knife. All right, so next up we have the Kizer Mini Sheepdog, and you can't talk about great knives under $75 without talking about the Kizer Mini Sheepdog. You just hold on, okay? So you got the VG10 blade, you've got the G10 handles, just a nice quiet pocket clip, and nice compact size for carrying anywhere that you want to go, doing anything you want to do, and then also this nice little little knockout here that makes for good use if you wanted to go up on the end, which I've actually found. I actually have this exact model, the OD green one. I've actually found really useful. And then the flipper comes out here, creating just kind of a even nicer choil. So if you do have bigger hands and you're only getting 3 fingers on there, still makes for a really nice grip on the knife. Now, what's your gripes?
You know what?
It's just because it's small. That's the problem.
No. And this is 100% authentic. You telling me or talking about those points kind of makes me think I should go a little nicer on it. I don't know what it is. It's just...
Is it the proportions?
It's the proportions.
But it's not weighted bad. So you just did like a weight thing. It's not weighted poorly though. It's not. It's a great weight.
It's like a stubby little nubbin.
I like it. I like a lot of pocket cleavers though. I like a lot of pocket cleavers.
But you're getting killer materials, killer Kizer. I mean, the action.
Yeah, and it goes for
awesome.
$69. You know what I mean? When we talk about action, we talk about great knives just out of the box. Kizer every time, all day.
It's a cute nubbin.
It's a cute little nubbin.
All right, next up we have another Kizer.
Another highly requested Kizer.
Yeah.
When we sounded off and asked you guys what you'd like to see, this is one that we heard a lot of, was the Kizer Mini Doman.
Yeah, this is the Mini Doman.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? This isn't exactly the blue color we always talk about, but it's a little bit lighter. They got close.
It's close.
But tell me the story about Ben.
Yeah. So speaking of particular shades of blue.
Right.
It was a year ago at SHOT Show, I believe, or maybe it was at Blade Show last year. Either way, it was one of the big trade shows. Ben was talking to David, who's the main guy for Kizer on this side of the pond, and he was like, you know what you guys need? You guys need a Mini Doman. And we show up at SHOT Show this year. And sure enough, there's a bunch of Mini Domans. And so Ben was very excited, to say the least.
I feel like if he says it, it will come.
It will come.
What's that baseball thing?
Yeah. Field of Dreams.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah. So and it turned out to be actually a really great knife in the compact size. I like the bigger Doman as well.
Yep.
I actually think I like the Mini better.
I also like the Mini better. I think the larger Doman is just a little bit long. Like, I wouldn't carry a super long knife.
Actually, go ahead and open that up, because this is actually a great comparison. This is a similar length to the larger Doman. We should have had one for size comparison.
I know, we should have. But this is a good one, and it's actually a good size. And I've got big, fat, meaty hands, and I think it fits pretty
really well.
Yeah, I actually really like it.
And I like the matching backspace around that. It's nice and trick there.
Yeah, that is nice. So anyway, yeah, this is a good one, and right around $55.
55. All right. Next up, we have the Gerber Pocket Square. Now, this is probably the least expensive knife on the table, I think, if I had to guess.
I hope it is. I'm just kidding.
So this thing goes for about $25. So very inexpensive. Kurt is not a big fan of the aesthetics on this one either. He's got some problems with some knives today. But it's on the looks is the problem, right?
It really is.
Which is funny, because I actually chose this one because I liked the looks. So yeah, we just,
to each their own.
Not in sync today.
Do your thing.
So just kind of a nice square look all the way around. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. Kind of a thumb disc opener on that. And then one thing I really like, it is a liner lock, but the liner on that is really thick. The lock, is really thick. Sometimes you get with a less expensive knife, you get a liner lock that's really thin.
It's a thick boy.
It's a thick boy, and I like that. The whole knife is a bit of a thick boy, really. And that's kind of what I like about it, is when you look at it, right? Like, look at that in just grab any knife, doesn't matter. Any other knife on the table, I love how it's self-contained. Right?
It's like putting a giant box in your pocket.
No, it's not that
yes,
big.
It's fat, stubby hot dog.
Look, it's not that fat. I like the compact. Let us know.
Hold on. Delica.
Oh yeah, of course the delica. The delica is known
It's
to
actually
be
probably not even.
It's
that
not
big.
even that much.
But still, not a fan.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think of the pocket square. Honestly, I'm a fan, especially for the price. It's killer value. And like I said, right around 25 bucks.
Pretty good. All right, guys, jumping right into the next one. This one has a little history of us checking some things out about it.
Yeah, we did a little research. We've had this on. We either had this on WoW or on a knife banner in the last couple months.
Maybe when we were doing the Wii Civivi one.
It might have been, but yeah, we were confused about this knife. So go ahead. And
it is the Civivi Wyvern.
Yeah.
And it's got a very unique handle design.
Like a dragon scale. But as it turns out, wyverns are not dragons, guys. Duh. So
we looked this up.
We looked it up
because I was like, "What the crap is a wyvern?"
We wanted to know. So apparently, in mythological bestiaries, I don't know what the word would be. You have a dragon which has 4 legs and 2 wings, obviously, or an assortment of wings sometimes. And a wyvern has 2 legs and 2 wings. So the wings are kind of like the arms, but it also flies.
So is it like
it's kind of like a bat?
It's like a bat,
but big, right? It's not
with
full dragon size.
Tiny hands, maybe.
Probably. I didn't look that deep into it. But anyways, this is it's from Civivi.
Anyway, guys, this is a sweet one. It's super lightweight, D2 blade. You got that cool scale pattern.
You know what I like about it too is it's not obnoxious.
It really is not that bad.
Honestly, like usually guys, if there's like dragon scales or like flames on a knife, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
But this is nice. It's a good texture and not obnoxious.
Well, and it's still loud, but it's actually pretty darn comfortable in your hand.
And it feels useful as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so D2 steel, great knife. I could be wrong, guys. Don't kill me if I am, but I think that is a titanium pocket.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Pocket.
Yeah, we were kind of debating on this. I'm pretty sure he's correct.
And you can get that one for right around 60. No, not 60. $49.99.
Nice. And is that D2? You said that's D2?
Yeah, D2.
I love me some D2. Yeah.
I think we have a
Great
couple
knife.
D2s. I think the next one's D2.
Yeah, in this price range, you can get some really good D2. And in my opinion, guys, let me know what you think. I think VG10 and D2 are great working steels. They tend to roll, not chip, and they're really easy to sharpen. So if you're in the field and have to sharpen. So in this price range, you're really getting some killer knives.
I like D2.
Yeah, and when we're talking about knives in this price range, these are great knives, not just for entry-level stuff, not just for gifts for your friends. These are great knives to have a second in your pocket, to have a loaner, or just to have a work knife. Like, I would take a couple of these knives home as work knives. Right? I own a handful of these.
I mean, literally, if you're a knife guy, you're probably packing 2 knives.
Yeah. You should be.
I want to actually know. I want to know who carries more than 1 knife on a daily.
I'm actually interested who carries more than 2.
Okay.
Everybody should be carrying 2. Who carries more than 2?
All right. Let's hear it.
All right. So next up from Civivi is the I gotta read this to make sure I'm saying it maybe right. Pletheros. I haven't heard anybody say it yet, guys. We just have them. And another great Civivi design. Now this one is an Elijah Isham design.
Isham.
This is I believe the second kind of affordable design that Elijah Isham has done. And he's done both of them with Civivi. So if you've been into Isham, you haven't been able to afford any of his designs, keep your eye on Civivi. They're making a handful of really great Isham designs in the Civivi line. Deep carry pocket clip. I believe this is a D2 blade. Double check. Yep, D2 blade. And then that carbon fiber handle. Yeah. So great Isham design and great knife. As we always say, we always gush about Civivis. For the price, you can be sure you can pull any one of these off the shelf at any given time and you know you're going to get quality.
I kind of like this knife a little more than some of Isham's other designs. Mm-hmm. I'm not particularly I don't like, what's that crazy knife he makes? It's like super pointy and has all holes in it and stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of that name off the top of it.
Eschaton.
Jamie saved us.
Jamie's got it. The Eschaton is a little out of my realm of what I am into.
I feel like the Eschaton I'd put on a shelf, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if you have I feel like I would have to build a shelf to put it on the shelf. But for an Isham design, this is a sweet entry level, not too crazy Isham design.
Yeah. And the other one that they did with him, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's eluding me. But the other one that they did with him is even more of kind of a working style blade.
Right.
And
It's a cool knife.
that goes for like $74.80. So just right at that $75 mark. Right at that $75 mark.
Perfect on the mark. All right, guys. This thing's a beast. This is the CRKT large batum. And I mean, look, you guys got to see the stock on that thing. It really is a thick guy.
And this is why I picked it, is because in that 75 and below range, you really can get some awesome knives. And if you look at any other knife on the table, hands down, this is the thickest stock knife. So you can just put it to work. Like, you don't have to stress it. You're just like, oh yeah, no, like under 75 bucks, like this is a working knife now.
If I were to close my eyes and you put this in my hand and just the feel and everything, I would think of another large knife designer who makes big fat knives.
Yeah.
And I'd feel like, whoa, okay. But it's not, because this one's $40, guys.
$40.
$40. And honestly, I like that you can choke up on it. I really like that. And this thing, it feels really good in my big fat meaty hands.
Yeah. Well, and
like
even in like a medium-sized hand, and I'm usually not a really big knife guy. Even in a medium-sized hand, again, and we said the same thing about, I think, about the mini sheepdog. It's got a great weight.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, it's a good knife. And for $40 to have a beast like that,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
We got a couple shout outs here. Tertius Brink. He said, greeting from South Africa. So how's it going?
Yes.
I know one Afrikaans word, it's leafy. It's a term of endearment. It's kind of like lovey-dovey.
I leafy you.
No. It's like what you would call, it's like honey. Like, how's it going, honey? Yeah. Hey, Leafy. So how's it going, Tertius?
Dude, South Africa, what a dedicated guy.
I know, dude.
Holy crap,
dedicated.
staying
What's the time
up.
difference
Or
there?
maybe it's morning over there. I have no clue.
All right.
That's cool.
So jumping back into some of these knives, we've got another CRKT. This one's a little special. This one's going to be available very shortly. There'll be a link in the description you guys can click to go over get on the wish list. Or if you're watching this in the future, you can go over and buy it. So this is a Caligo, as you guys know. All the things, with that not deep, but kind of deep pocket clip. It's a TJ Schwartz design. We love TJ. He does awesome stuff.
TJ's my homie.
But the difference with this one is a Blade HQ exclusive because it has a D2 blade. So sweet D2 blade and
another D2.
I know, Blade HQ exclusive, and I think this thing's going for like $45, $50. Check the pricing because he said it's not live yet, so I'm not for sure. But I think it's going for around $45, $50.
TJ told me a really funny story one time, and I probably shouldn't repeat it.
Don't repeat
but
it.
I love that guy. Honestly, he is hilarious.
You went overlanding with him.
Yeah, went overlanding, spent 3 or 4 days out in the middle of the wilderness. Anyway, he's a stud, and he designs a pretty sweet knife.
This one won a couple awards at Blade Show.
I like this thing.
Yeah. So in the D2 blade now, Blade HQ exclusive. Hit the link in the description and check it out.
Dude, thanks for the good knife, TJ. Just solid. Solid all around.
You gonna call TJ your Leafy?
TJ, sup, Leafy. Okay. Up next, we got this Cold Steel Code 4, which Code 4, maybe you guys don't know, but it's like the Leo, it's police officers, and it's like their radio signal call for I'm okay.
Yeah, like all's good, all's clear.
We're okay, yeah, we're good. The threat is not a threat. So this thing is a beast, and I really want you guys to see how thin this is. It's insane.
It is. For how big it is. I mean, like, compare it to this Batum, right? Like, you got
same,
different.
not same.
And the Batum's actually a little bit shorter.
Right.
So that's something nice about the Code 4 is it's a big knife, but it doesn't take up a lot of pocket real estate.
Now, one thing I need to say is it's $79.95.
That's okay, guys. It's gonna be okay.
I'll tell you right now, Lynn Thompson would be okay with it.
And here's the thing: is it's worth it because what's the blade steel?
S30VN,
S35 VN. That's right. So JL Brooks, he had a question on Instagram, and he asked, he was like, what's the best knife steel, blade steel you can get under 75? Now, I can't remember exactly what the M390 Kershaw Link goes for. They're not available right now. I think it goes for like 80. So that's above. I think it's a little more expensive than this. So there's your answer, JL Brooks.
Dude,
this guy right here.
I know it's not
Code
70,
4.
I know it's not 75 on the money, but maybe just don't hit the Skittles in the vending machine a few more times, and you get yourself a code 4. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I don't think I'm a wuss, but this thing is... Oh, I got it!
You got it!
Yes. I got it! That triad lock is...
It's not a joke, man.
It is the real deal.
We had Lynn Thompson in the studio. If you guys haven't seen, we sat down in Greatest Hits with Lynn Thompson. Make sure to check that out. It was a lot of fun. And he said that he's like, I really care about your fingers. And talking about why they do all the testing and stuff they do. So great knife.
Tough lock.
All right, so next up on the table is the Leatherman Sidekick. Now, I know that we looked at the Leatherman Free in the new arrivals, but I was surprised when I did the Leatherman Free video to hear from you guys and how many of you don't carry or own a multi-tool of some sort. So I had to throw one in because every guy should have a multi-tool. Even if you don't carry it on you all the time, you should have a multi-tool. And so in the price range we're working in, I chose the Leatherman Sidekick. It's just awesome. It's got all the things that I look for in a inexpensive kind of multi-tool. It's got access to a locking blade on the outside, and then the other side, if you're a lefty, you get a saw.
A lefty saw.
A lefty saw. But you get access to a blade and a saw on the outside, and then when it opens up, it's actually a sprung plier as well, which I know a lot of you guys enjoy, those who do carry the multi-tools. So the other reason that the Wingman is really neat is, the Sidekick.
The Sidekick.
Not the Wingman, the Sidekick, is it has a pocket clip. So I don't carry my Surge around with me daily. I only carry it with me when I'm working, when I'm on trade or something like that. And to be honest, this P2 has been finding its way into my pocket pretty often. So having something that's smaller like this with a pocket clip makes it so that you can carry your multi-tool with you more places.
I was gonna say that. I feel like a lot of guys, even if they would use a multi-tool, they probably don't carry it often because it just goes loose and it's just heavy in their pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the pocket clip, it just kind of stays put.
Yeah, kind of stays put.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
And this is for you and all of you. I was playing with this thing earlier. And, okay, to me, this right here, this little triangle, that to me looks like a lanyard hole.
I know where you're going. Yeah, you could use it as a lanyard hole.
But then, whoa, I'm getting crazy here. Inside, what in the junk is this?
Guys, let Kurt know what that is.
Look, like it's thin. I feel like I could snap that off with my fingers. Should I try?
No.
No.
But you'll see in the comments. You'll see in the comments.
Guys, hit me up.
Let Kurt know.
I'm pretty sure it's a lanyard hole. Don't roast me, but I need to know if that is something other than a cheap, crummy lanyard hole.
That Sidekick is it's got 15 tools in one, and it's going for right around $60.
Oh man, I'm excited about this next one. You got any goodies over there?
Huh? No, nothing yet.
Okay. Well, let's jump into
we got to get flying though, because these guys got knives they want to see.
Oh, dude, you guys.
We got to get flying. Let's fly through this. Everybody knows this knife. Let's do this.
I can't fly through it because I flipping love it.
Kurt's falling in love with this one, guys.
All right, guys. Ontario Rat Model 2. This thing is sweet. I honestly have never handled one.
Yeah.
I mean, I've handled them a little bit here and there, but today, while I was in here on the table just getting ready for all the knives, I played with this one the entire time. D2 steel, 4-way reversible pocket clip, and I'm telling you right now, that is the smoothest $40 knife I've ever felt.
That's the one you take home.
I would.
Kurt's gonna buy one.
Of these, okay, maybe minus this.
Right? Yeah. These are the new arrivals. Yeah.
But these under $75, I like a handful of them, but I would take this $40 Rat Model 2.
It's a classic for a reason, man.
Oh, man.
It's a classic for a reason.
It just fits so good. You got the thumb ramp jimping, the choil.
Yeah, man.
This one's just gonna go.
There you go. Put it in your pocket. We'll see if we get it back later. All right, and then the last one that we have on the table, guys, for the knives that we chose to show you in that $75 range is a Swiss Army knife, Victorinox. But before we dive into it, make sure to tell us in the comments what knives you guys want to see, what knives you guys want on the table to check at pocket check. Let us know what you're carrying, and yeah, we can dive into some of the stuff you guys want to see here live on camera.
Let's do it.
So this is the compact. I had to make sure because there's a lot of different names for these. We're getting ready to do a knife banner on Swiss Army knives, Victorinox, whatever you want to call them, because it's something we haven't really dove into, and they're really, really awesome knives. So we're actually going to be getting Craig from Sack Collector on Instagram. If you guys are not following Sack Collector, make sure to get on and follow him.
Craig. He's such a
dude.
good
He's
guy.
such a good dude. He's such a good dude.
So cool.
So make sure to check him out on Instagram, follow him. And so I've been carrying one, and it's been the compact, so that's why I want to talk on this one specifically. But just a great knife all the way around. It's got a screwdriver, can opener, bottle opener, live blade, or like a full blade, scissors, the whole 9 yards. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that, and we're gonna be diving into this one a little bit more.
I'm actually way more excited with this
Yeah.
than I ever thought I would be.
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed carrying it.
Well, I've had one when I was a kid. Maybe not this exact one, but I've had Swiss Army knives, and it's like, I don't know if I like the steel and everything.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but holy crap, this thing had so many fun accessories and toys to play with.
So
it was like Christmas. And I just
Keep
kept
your eyes
finding-
peeled, man.
finding
Keep your
them.
eyes
It's
peeled.
crazy.
And this one goes for right around $44.
44.
Whew! That was a lot of knives, man.
So many knives.
flying over
so
here.
little time.
All right, well now we've got some stuff from you guys that we're going to be checking out. So Andrew has brought us some wonderful knives. Here, let's move these bad boys out of the road.
You know what? Let me make a path.
A path. So you guys might, Andrew, come in the middle, buddy. Come in the middle. You guys,
YouTube.
you guys might remember Andrew from the camping video. Me and Andrew went camping. We were supposed, if you guys watched the video, we were supposed to cuddle in the tent, and then he made me sleep out on a tarp. I don't know what that was about.
Rude. He is Mr. Exceptional Execution.
He is
So-
exceptional with his
I
execution.
don't know if they're ready for this one, guys.
Oh! Oh, yes!
This is one of the last ones.
Oh, okay,
No
okay.
way.
We'll do that one last. We'll
Oh,
do that
I'm
one last.
so stoked.
See you guys later.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, dude.
Is this all of them, or is this just?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, all of them. Okay, we're gonna dive in, guys. We'll figure out where we're at.
I'm so excited.
So before we dive in, we got a couple call outs from you guys. Make sure to put what you're carrying in your pocket. We'll give you a call out. So Kevin Lay says he's carrying a Replicant, a PM2, and a Pilar extra large.
3 knives.
3 knives.
Told you.
Screaming Coils says he carries a multi-tool every day along with an EDC blade under 4 inches. Swap out on the knives I carry often. So he's carrying all of his knives, rotating.
Rotation.
Like all of us do, right?
Right.
And then somebody said, Kurt, that you, David Dominguez says that you are Justin Turner's brother from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes,
Third
I
baseman.
love Turner. I'm a Dodgers fan.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google. You're gonna have to Google him to see. But yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
Turner is one of my favorite players to watch, and we may or may not be brothers.
All right.
He has the talent, and I'm a knife nerd.
All right. So here at Pocket Check, we look at a couple of the knives that you guys wanted to look at. So let's dive in. Oh, I'm excited for that one. There's a good one in here. All right, here we go. Boom. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna set. Okay, I see what this is. Okay, that's the other half. So we're gonna dive into a couple of these here. Dude, what's this?
Dude, this
What's that all
thing
about?
is crazy. So this is actually a new arrivals on the website.
Yep.
And it is the Spyderco Sinkovich Drunken.
Yeah. So this is. I think this is. If I remember correctly, this is the first collaboration between Sinkovich and Spyderco.
Right. This thing is cool. Jamie, can you even catch how cool that carbon fiber pattern is on there?
It is a really unique carbon fiber pattern.
I'll try to move it so the light can catch it. It is crazy. That's some tight weave. Anyway, guys, this thing is cool. Let's read some specs. We got CPM S90V steel, carbon fiber scale, titanium. Titanium. You got your titanium clip and your titanium backspacer. And this thing it's actually really light, really cool. And it's $410.
Yeah, so 410. So it's not an inexpensive knife, but a lot of you guys have been excited about this. We had a ton of pre-orders for these things, and now they are, at least as of this making of this video, they're live on the site. So make sure to check them out.
You know what? I was actually reading in the comments of knives that people wanted to see, and there were some comments that were saying, "We want to see knives that are a little bit of money."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what?
There you
Here
go.
you go.
A little bit of money. All right, I'm going to talk about this one because I'm excited about it. You can have that one.
Done.
All right, so another knife that you guys wanted to see is the Boker Quaken. This is a Protech Burnley Boker Quaken. So it's a Boker automatic made by Protech, designed by Lucas Burnley. Now, what makes this special, so we'll get that fired. What makes this special is this is part of the Frank Frazetta series. Now, I think it was one of the first wows we did. I talked about one of the Frazetta knives.
Right.
And
Death Dealer. Right?
Yeah, Death Dealer, man. So Frank Frazetta was an amazing illustrator. He's kind of the one that conceptualized what Conan the Barbarian looks like. And growing up, my dad had all the Conan comics from the 70s. So I grew up reading Conan, like Conan's my hero, right?
Yeah.
And so to see Frank Frazetta designs on a Protech Boker is just amazing, right?
That is cool.
So it's just like the perfect thing all the way around. And this one in particular, this isn't a Conan specific, but the Barbarian on here is very Conan-esque.
Yeah.
They probably don't have like licensing rights to do Conan, I imagine. Somebody owns
sure.
that probably. But yeah, so anyways, Frank Frazetta, awesome stuff. Boker Protech, awesome stuff.
Can't go wrong with Protech.
And that goes for $249.
Right.
Before we dive into that, what do you got in your pocket, man? Big question.
Okay. I didn't have anything in my pocket earlier, and I'll tell you why. But I went out to my truck, and I was like, I feel weird not having one in my pocket. So I have bug out in my pocket. I'm not even going to pull it out.
Yeah, we already know that. That's a given.
I have this.
Ooh, was that
right
appendix
here.
carry?
That's appendix carry. I made an appendix carry sheath.
Nice.
It's right there on my belt. This is a Battle Horse Knives 3-inch fixed blade. It's the Frontier Valley. Now, it didn't come exactly like this. I put this little
Lanyard on there?
Yeah, noose tie lanyard on there. And I added some jimping. And guys, this is my first time doing any kind of jimping on a blade. And yeah, it's not perfectly spaced out.
Here, let's see.
But it does the job.
See, and this is exactly it with jimping. I don't think it has to be perfect, especially if it's a DIY job. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it's not sharp. That's what's important. So
Yeah,
you nailed.
it's not gonna tear your
nailed.
finger
Yeah,
up.
you nailed that for sure.
Guys, I really love this thing. It's just so cute.
So
My
cute.
cart of scales. Oh, just,
It's a perfect Kurt knife.
It fits my hand perfect. I just want to go eat some steak.
There you
with
go.
it.
Well, I guess we're getting steak afterwards, guys. All right. So today, what I'm carrying is a little bit different than normal. So, like I said, I've been carrying that Victorinox Compact. I've had that in my pocket for like 2 weeks, and I haven't been carrying a second knife because I wanted to actually use the blade on the Victorinox. And if I have a second knife, I just wouldn't use it.
Wait, is what you have in your pocket?
No,
is
and that's what I'm getting at. Is I have something else.
Oh.
Okay, so guys, this is a GEC. Let me make sure I get the name right. I just got it. Calf pen. So it's a calf pen from GEC. It's got the normal blade on it. It has that awesome one-handed opening blade that was designed for the what's the name? For Civil War veterans. Back in the day, a lot of them got their arms blown off.
Right.
So they had to be able to open it with one hand. So you catch that on your pants
the
and then
wave.
open it. Yeah, it's a pre-wave.
Pre-wave.
And then a screwdriver on it.
about.
And then unlike the exclusives that we have with similar scales, this is glow in the dark. It is actually glow in the dark.
What's this?
I don't think it's gonna show, dude, on camera. I guess a little bit of glow there.
It's gonna show.
It's gonna show.
I'm determined.
No, we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving. We gotta keep this thing moving.
Come on.
So the story with this is Brett, who was a graphic designer for us during the holiday season.
I missed you, Brett.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching.
Kurt didn't get to catch him, but he actually gave this to me today as a gift for some other stuff, and it was
Such a
was
nice
really kind of him. So I'm very excited. My first GEC. That's gonna be in my pocket for a while because it's a very kind gift.
Cool.
Then the other thing, I got one other thing in my pocket.
Tell me.
It's a flashlight. This doesn't happen often, guys. So don't think this happens all the time. But this was another gift.
Wow.
So UT Knives. So UT Knives on Instagram. His name's Andrew. He came into the shop and we were chit chatting or whatever. And this happened, that happened. I ended up buying him a Boker Mermaid. I bought him a Boker Mermaid.
Yeah.
It made him part of the club. And he stopped by today and gave me this Olight as a gift, which was very, very kind of him. So
Dude,
check
Andrew.
out UT Knives on Instagram. Really good guy. Really good guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't have any cool stories like that. I'm just kidding. I
All
totally
right.
do.
Let's see a quick
Wait,
check on this.
I'm actually curious how you feel about the knives in your pocket. Are they rad?
Dude, the knives in my pocket are really rad. They're
Are they?
like super rad.
It's so rad that it's radical to be rad.
That's the raddest.
Oh my gosh, so rad. So rad.
Yeah, I guess that's a good word to use.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
It's a rad word.
It's so rad. I can't even I can't even begin to tell you.
Show us a trick with this ballast.
Do you want to see a rad trick?
Let's see a rad trick.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is for cat.
Cuber?
Cuber?
Cat
Cover?
cuber.
Cover?
Maybe cover.
Cuber?
Go for it.
Are you cubing cats? Because I hope you're not. All right, guys. I'm not a belly flipper, but let's try a thumb roll.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't get it all the way.
There. Oh, there. Oh.
That was a little janky.
There's a couple bally. What? An aerial? Oh, Kurt's been practicing, guys.
Woo!
Kurt's been practicing.
I'm sure all the Bally guys out there are like, wow, that was lame.
So the next one up, I'm not surprised that we're seeing on the table. This is from Knife Nut 47, the Benchmade bailout.
I'm pretty sure most everyone wants to check this.
Check this out. So as of right now, while we're live, there are a couple of these on the site, both plain edge and serrated. Make sure to check them out. Check the link in the description to see availability in the future. But yeah, so this is everything that you love about the bug out, just beefed up a little bit.
Right.
So FRN scales. This has got a 3V blade though. Obviously the wonderful axis lock. It's nice and slim, nice and light. It's got the mini deep carry pocket clip. Let's go ahead and get size comparison.
Show you difference in size.
Yeah. And then Tonto blade, and then kind of a smash, more of a smash, maybe a little bit of pry. But I envision this end piece to be more of a pummel type thing than prying with. Yeah. So exciting knife from Benchmade. Really exciting knife.
You know what? I love my bug outs, and you guys know that. I just don't know if I can get on board right.
Dude, here's the thing. I would do it for the 3V alone. For the 3V alone, I would do it.
I think
Benchmade does
this
awesome 3V.
Should be 3V. I wish this was 3V. I'm not a huge Tonto blade guy.
That's why. See, I like Tontos.
And I'm not a huge fan of the nubbin.
Oh, I like the nubbin as well.
Really?
I like tools that allow me to have like a little bit of variety to them.
Maybe it's because I hold and carry my bug out so much
that this is like your bug out, but different.
It feels foreign to me.
Yeah.
it's got more of like it has a thumb ramp, and
I like it. It's a heavier use bug out, man.
I don't know.
I like it. So check out the bailout from
tell me
Benchmade.
why I should love it. Tell me why I want one.
All right. We have John Duncan. He made a comment when we were looking for what knives you guys would like to see that I loved. He called CRKT the Toyotas of the knife world. And I loved that. So I'm actually interested, guys, in the knife world. Yeah.
Because I feel like Toyotas are still kind of like, you pay for the quality,
That's because you
but
buy
they
the
last
trucks.
forever.
That's because you buy the trucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let us know in the comments. And then Kaladin Deagle. Oh, also, John Duncan wanted to see Kurt's knife collection.
soon. Very soon.
Stay tuned. And then Kaladin Deagle, he said he cut his finger really good. So, buddy, heal up. And secondly, he wanted some suggestions on a good non-slip joint carving knife. So if you guys can let him know in the comments, a good non-slip joint carving knife.
Maybe
for,
if we could
Kaladin
also
or
get
Kaladin.
some of those, they're like for filleting a fish, those gloves that it's kind of like chainmail for your hands. He might need some of that too. So maybe if we can get him some of those gloves.
All right. I'm gonna open this because it's double-edged, and we don't need Kurt to get stitches on camera.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, you know you'll get cut.
Bro, you just broke my heart.
I know, I took the fun one.
All my hopes and dreams
Ooh, baby.
shattered.
Oh, there it is.
Should have let Kurt open it.
Wow. Okay, so it's from Condor. This is the Baronex machete. It's only $70.
What?
So when we're talking about
you kidding
awesome
me?
knives for under 75, here you go, guys.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so double-edged.
I want to touch it.
Double-edged machete. It's not a joke. It's very sharp on both edges.
I need to touch it.
Yeah, I love that. It's pretty
but
amazing.
this part, it's not sharp right
No,
here.
not there. No, not there. But it's still pointy here.
Oh, it's super pointy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
With the was it crocodile crocagator? It's a crocagator.
Is it a crocagator?
Isn't it crocagator?
Crocagator slash
Yeah.
maybe a slim down T-Rex.
Maybe sometimes.
I have no clue.
That's exactly what a crocagator is.
Dude, this thing is beast. I wish it was two-handed.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You know what? It also would be super useful if you're in a canoe.
Yeah.
And you drop your paddle.
There you go. So if you find yourself in a canoe a lot, losing your paddles, here you go, the Condor. That's That's a great one.
That
Hey, let's
thing's
just
cool.
Let's just put that over there.
Oh,
Put that
man.
over there.
Don't let
All
me
right.
touch it.
Okay. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. We're gonna jump into a couple under $75 knives that you guys wanted to look at.
Ooh, this one's kind of fun.
Let's see. And we're starting to run a little low on time,
Uh-oh.
so we're gonna have to be selective here, guys. So let's see.
This one needs to happen.
Let's see. That one has to happen. Let's see. That one we always see. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this one. All right. You know, we mentioned the Tenacious, so I'll just throw it out there. A Tenacious made it on the table. So there's a Tenacious. This one goes for $60. Great Spyderco
Grab
knife.
the Polestar and let's put them together.
Yeah, we can put them together.
Yeah.
So very, very similar.
Very, very similar.
The Polestar is a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner.
Right.
So there's that.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, let's jump into here. You were excited for that?
All right, guys. This one has a cool note. It says, "Can anyone guess what this one is from the sheath alone?"
Okay, pause. We're gonna do this one after we do the other two. Start guessing in the comments right now.
Black.
If you can guess from the sheath alone what that
nylon.
is. All right, and I'm keeping an eye on, we got comments being fed to us. So if you put a comment in, Trevor, who's watching comments, he'll shoot it over to me, so we'll see it. Here, I want to talk about this one. Because this is a brand I've been looking at a lot lately. So this is the Statgear Ausis?
Ausis.
Yeah, again, don't know how to pronounce the name exactly,
Maybe
guys. I
it's
apologize.
Ausus.
Ausus. Let's call it the Ausus. D2 blade, micarta handle, kind of a beefy but not obnoxious deep carry pocket clip.
I like that pocket
Yeah,
clip.
I do too. And this is what I'm
pretty
saying.
cool.
I've been looking at some Statgear stuff recently, and there's some stuff on there catching my eye, man. And if I remember correctly, you can actually get a cool Kydex sheath for this that like goes on your belt clip and it like holds the knife upside down.
What?
So you kind of pull and like be able to
that's
engage
cool.
the knife.
That's really
yeah.
cool.
So this thing goes for $50. Statgear actually has a couple really great D2 options that, like I said, I kind of have my eye on. So check out Statgear on the website. And then if I remember correctly, this one also comes in a couple different flavors of micarta. So yeah, check out Statgear. And this is from Chase Bischoff. So thanks, Chase, for picking this because it almost made the table before, but I was like, there's some classics we have to squeeze in here. So I'm glad we were able to talk about the Statgear.
Hey, you want to know who I really like? The Williams. Bridge and Kyle. What's up, guys? Right here, I got the CRKT Avant.
Avant. You have to say it that way. So if you buy the knife, it's called the Avant.
Oh, man. I like this one. We just recently talked about this one. It is cool. It's got a thumb disc.
Thumb disc.
Right? And carbon fiber scales. You got your titanium inlay. Or spacer.
Yeah, is that titanium?
I'm pretty sure it's titanium.
It might be titanium. I actually don't know off the top of my head. This is what happens when we do it live sometimes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You got this super fancy bronze, medium sized to small sized pocket clip. This thing's actually really cool. Was it Ryan when he came?
Yeah.
He brought one?
Yeah, he pulled this out, and I was actually like, oh, like where's this knife? And he's like, dude, that's a CRKT, and I was like, rad. Like it's a cool,
Super rad.
rad,
So rad.
It's a
Guys,
really cool knife.
This is a rad knife, and let me tell you why. This does not feel like your typical CRKT.
Yeah,
It kind of shocked me.
it does feel a little different, and it's dressed up a little differently.
It's super dressed
yeah,
up.
and it's at $60. So you still get a lot of knife for like a great CRKT price.
Yeah, in awesome action. Feels good in the hand. Bridge, Kyle.
Yours, boys. All right, we got a couple guesses on what is in the case. We have got Timothy Miller guesses the Protech Dark Angel. Mr. Nice Guy 80x5 says Protech Sheath. Good guess.
It is a sheath.
And then Andrew Grainer says Protech Dark Angel.
So it's
It is
two Dark
probably
Angels?
a Pro Dark Angel. Well, let's find out. Pull that bad boy out. Dude, I haven't touched this yet. I'm so stoked this is on the table.
Let's see, safety's off.
Funny story though. This isn't
Safety's on.
This isn't an under $75 knife. A little out of order, guys. Sorry about that. We didn't know it was in the case. I didn't know.
Está? How much?
This thing, $259. So it's a single action Protech OTF.
All right, guys. I thought the safety was off, down. No, up is off.
There we go.
Boom.
So
That
yeah,
thing is cool.
it's got a deep carry pocket clip, 154 cm blade, and then all the things that you would expect from Protech.
Dagger. I'm scared.
Dagger. They scare. See, I pull out the double-edged sword, and you're like, no, I'm not scared of that, but you're scared of a dagger.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This thing's cool though. I'm not a big fan of the single action.
Yeah.
I prefer double action. But the Dark Angel is cool.
This is a convenient single action though. Sometimes single actions are not convenient, but this is a fairly convenient one.
Should we see if I can do it one-handed?
No. You're gonna cut yourself.
This.
Jamie says off camera, stop.
I've got this.
I don't think you guys understand. Kurt is very prone to cuts, so we're actually gonna take that away.
Done.
All right, man, that was a lot of knives.
Tons.
A lot of great suggestions from you guys too. We appreciate it. So the big question is, let us know if you could have any knife on the table in the $75 category that we looked at. Which one would you take home? Which one would you take home?
Rat Model 2.
Rat Model 2, that's your baby, huh?
Rat Model 2.
If I was gonna take home one, I got a secret one. You know I had a secret one.
You would.
I always gotta have a secret one. Guys,
He's a keeper of secrets.
Here's the thing, guys. If we're gonna talk about knives under $75, we gotta have the best knife under $75.
She's glorious.
Oh, the Boker Mermaid.
Dude.
It goes for like 20, I don't know how many dollars. It's not important. It's glory. That's all that's important.
I am honored to be in its presence.
Me too. Me as well. So the Boker Mermaid, super great knife. Do you own one?
No.
I don't own one either because I don't know if you guys know this about us, but nobody in the department is allowed to own it's in our contract, not really. Let's just say it is.
I had to sign away.
Nobody owns a Boker Mermaid in the department unless they earn it in some sort of something. You have to earn them. You can't buy them. It's not fair to buy them for us. You guys can buy them all day. You guys buy 2 or 3. I'm jealous of your freedom. But we have to earn them. So I tell you what, I'm gonna challenge you.
With what?
Well, we're gonna a blindfolded mermaid draw off.
Are we gonna draw mermaids?
We're gonna draw mermaids blindfolded. And then best mermaid wins the knife.
Oh my gosh. So the people gotta vote.
Yeah.
People gotta vote.
Keep your eyes out, guys. We are going to either stream it live, we're gonna put it up on Instagram, we'll figure it out. But you guys are gonna vote. We're going to draw mermaids blindfolded, and you guys will determine who gets the glory.
I'm practicing right now.
I'm practicing right now. I'm gonna go home and study a lot of mermaid stuff. It's gonna get weird.
I'm drawing the seashell bikini.
All right, so with the Boker Mermaid out of the road and our awesome challenge, the gauntlet's been tossed.
I'm ready. I'm ready for battle.
The last thing that has to happen, guys, is to remind you that this is brought to you by We Knives. Now, what that means, it doesn't mean that We tells us what to say. It doesn't mean they tell us how to say it. It doesn't mean they tell us what knives to put on the table. The We knives you saw on the table today, I chose them. Like, we just chose those because they're good knives, not because we said we had to have them. The reason We is important as the sponsor is because every WoW, they give away a free We knife. And today's free We knife is that sweet, sweet Malice.
Ooh, that thing is so cool.
It is so cool. This is a brand new one from We. It's a Ferrum Forge, the collaboration between We and Ferrum Forge. And so We is giving away this awesome We Ferrum Forge Malice. And so the way that you win this is you need to subscribe to Blade HQ, hit the notification bell, and then go down in the description, and hopefully we have a link down there. If not, it'll be there very shortly. Make sure to refresh your page so you see where it's at. There'll be a link to a form. You fill out the form, subscribe to Blade HQ, you're entered to win. We'll announce the winner in the next couple days, but you only got about 30 or 40 minutes to sign up. So make sure to head over, sign up, and you win a sweet knife.
Can I enter to win?
Nope, you can't, sorry. But you can draw a mermaid blindfolded.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna practice.
There it is.
I'm practicing.
So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are not watching this live, please let us know down in the comments what you would like us to do for the next WoW. Because it's a show for you guys, by you guys.
Super wow.
And I think that's it. So I think we're out, huh?
I think so.
All right, thanks, guys. See you next time.